YouTube, what the crap's going on? What the salt is going on, I should say, because we're in the Carthage campaign. Welcome back to it, in fact. Look at our exploding republic. Did I say republic? I meant empire. Welcome to my empire. We can just call ourselves Palpatine of Bail, or, you know, however you want to do it. We are expanding massively. And, man, it's been fun. And I was talking to some folks on stream. By the way, I want to get this out here for those who watch this. I had so much fun playing this campaign. It's not done yet. We still are going to head on to victory, by the way. We're going to try and get 50 settlements and Rome, which I think just means we need 8 more regions. Once we do, I'll go ahead and call this campaign good. I'm still going to keep playing this game some of my own off-camera because I enjoy it a lot. Mostly because, you know, I played this back in the day, and this is a huge nostalgia factor for me. I understand that this game isn't perfect. It has a lot of issues. Even in the Remastered, it has a lot of issues that for some people are too much. For me, it's definitely not. I think it's great, and I've had a ridiculous amount of fun with it. And this game energizes me in a good way. Like, it makes me, like, I'm still a huge Total War Warhammer fan. Like, I think Warhammer is the best thing that's ever happened to Total War. Some of you may freak out at that, and that's okay if you do. It's fine. You can hold your own opinion on it. I'm not going to tell you how to think about the Total War games that you love. For me, I feel like Warhammer has really taken Total War to the next level. But, that said, I love historical Total War games, and I want them to be great, and playing this game again kind of gets me hyped up for historical Total War games, and I haven't really been in a long time. I think CA has been making improvements as they go with Three Kingdoms and Troy and all this other stuff. They've been adding new things to the game and adding new ideas and improving on, you know, graphics and, you know, maps and UIs and features and all the stuff. The battles have fallen a little bit flat for me in Three Kingdoms, but the game was very beautiful, and they added a whole lot of new things. It makes me hopeful. And then hopefully with lessons learned from the Warhammer series, I won't discuss it any more length right now. I'm really hopeful for the future of historical Total War games, and I want them to be good. Like, just because I'm a huge Warhammer fan and it's my favorite variety of Total War that's out there, doesn't mean that I don't want historical Total War to be a big thing again, because I do. Like, I very much do. I want it to be a big thing again. And so I don't want it to have to feel like it's a competition that we only have fantasy or history Total War. No, I want both, and I want them to both be equally awesome. Anyway, here we go. So let's jump on in. We've got Corinth under our control. We brought Egypt under our control, and I've got an army marching out of Egypt. Alexandria is trying to be brought into order. And it looks like I'm training troops at Thebes. And I wonder if this army can now abandon this settlement. We can. These are not particularly powerful armies, and it's a bit risky for me to march over here like this. I could certainly put better troops in these armies. And honestly, probably should, you know, if I'm sitting here thinking about it. I mean, I have access to pointy infantry right here. We should probably stick a couple of units of those. Got Sacred Band there, but I can't do pointy infantry and at Thebes. You know what? Just for a couple turns, I do think I'm gonna put at least a couple of units of pointy infantry in here, because they could be critically helpful. I think if we are able to, if we need them, I should say, in a fight against Egypt. So I'm gonna stop right here with both these forces. Wait for a little bit of pointy infantry. Egypt is not going anywhere fast. We've pretty much gutted them, and the Seleucids are still holding. And then we need to continue our war here in Greece. And if I look at what I'm able to train here, see, I can train pointy infantry here as well. And I think I was in the process of doing so. I'm going to go ahead and train a few more. Corinth is very upset. I'm going to train pointy infantry to help hold it. I've got some here in the south ends of Italy as well. And we're really, I think, ready to start moving against northern Italy here very soon. Looks like I'm training up troops to help hold. And Trier, we took control of it. Looks like I'm mostly replenished, other than a long shield cavalry that I am unable to replenish out here, and there's nothing I can do about that. I could go ahead and train a new long shield cavalry here. take it out there. Things are looking pretty good for us all around. Looking really good. Let's go ahead and end a turn here. See what happens in this turn end. Right click so we can speed up the animations because our turn ends are getting longer now as we're watching all these characters do their different moves. Nothing like Mortal Empires, if you did the same, but still, we got most of the map uncovered. So it will certainly take longer. The House of Julii is still clinging around here.
Let us end the bloodshed.
Britannia wants a ceasefire. How cute. How cute. No.
Until next time.
The time for peace was earlier, and you spit at it. And so, oh, I keep forgetting my troops keep getting bribed at Rome. That's what kept happening. I was like, I thought I was training reinforcements. I am, they just keep getting bribed. Because the Romans still have diplomats nearby. That's funny. And they'll probably try it again here, because I've got 2 diplomats. I've got my assassin. Let's see. Assassin. No, I don't know. It's none of the Latium. Yeah, let's try and kill this guy again. Very low chance, but oh, we got him. How about that? How about that? Well, I'll give it another shot on the next turn. I don't think I have any more around here. Oh yeah, I do. Yep, here we go. Well, I don't know if anybody's gonna die this day, but I do want them to die soon, okay? Alright, so I got 2 more assassins coming in. It looks like I'm training another one up there, so I'll be able to get rid of some of these pesky agents who are giving us grief. I got really lucky when we got that. That's great. Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna get this army out. Rome is actually kind of okay, though Macedon could try to bribe it, and they might succeed. Let's take Hannibal and continue the fight. I want to go fight the Julii. Finally got my war elephants to do some Rome stomping, and I'm not going to really worry about losing elephants here. I mean, we're going full elephant stomp, because I'm not going to be able to retrain the elephants up here, so YOLO. YOLO! It's going to be good. It's particularly fun to elephant stomp Romans because outside of Triarii, or I guess Auxilia, they really don't have any decent spears, and Triarii are a lot better than the Auxilia, but I don't think they can train them anymore. The Romans just hit the Marian reforms right as I was wrecking them. So good timing for them, you know. Much needed military reforms for stronger units, and they're dead. Did I do that? Yeah, I did that. I did that. Alright, let's get my Libyan spears on the flanks. Poeni infantry in the middle. And let's get our slingers. Make a nice light infantry line in front of the Poeni, so as to be luring the Romans in. And I am going to overload the one flank here with elephants. And I'll put my long shields on the other. Alright, so we are stacked. We are absolutely stacked. Let's move up here. We'll get ready to put a beating on these Roman fools. They got here Cav Auxilia Equites, Cav Auxilia, Armored Bodyguard. Still got some Hastati, Triarii. Oh, they do have Triarii. Good for them. Archer Auxilia. Pretty nice unit there. I hate to admit that any Roman unit is nice, but Archer Auxilia is a pretty sweet archer unit. Move forward. Okay. I really don't want my elephants just copping a bunch of fire. We could just go YOLO our elephants back here into this army. A little bit reckless of me, but why not? I'm feeling reckless. With the elephants, it's use it or lose them. Use them or lose them. Fire at will. Pound our way through this cavalry over here. That's funny, the elephants ended up fighting us. Let's go over here and get these archer auxilia that are... Oh, they berserk some of our elephants. Not really surprised, because we were under a lot of archer fire. How are these cavalry auxilia holding against elephants? I've got to back away from my own elephants there. I'm not going to kill them. I'm going to... Just going to back up off my elephants and see if those units will stop berserking. And I'm just going to have fun with these elephants over here. Crush all those war dog units. It's alright, it's alright. Stay back, stay back. Ballista crew attack me there. They're Triari inbound. Go intercept it. I don't know how in the world these units are holding for as long as they are against elephants. Oh, there, another one of my elephant units berserked. Alright, I'm just gonna leave my elephants in there. Come on, quit berserking. No more flaming arrows, everything's good now. Alright, let's pull back over here. Alright. Ooh, that was close. Keep those berserking elephants away from me. Alright, let's get reset for the remainder of this Roman attack. That was pretty stupidly reckless of me with my elephants, but it was fun. It wasn't very effective, but it was fun. Look at all the war dogs chasing him. I wonder if that's why they routed. I have elephants, the Romans have dogs, so I guess that's how it works here. Look at the dogs getting thrown around everywhere, too. Oh, I love it. This game. Oh, this game. Velites out here. Alright, what are we up against over here? There's a Triari charging my flank. Swing on around here. That elephant's still over here wrecking war dogs. That's fantastic. That by itself almost kind of makes this whole thing worth it. The Romans, my elephant's berserked into him now. Let's rear charge these Triari. That Libyan spearman's in a big fight out here against a legionary cohort and an armored general. But they're about to get reinforcements. We just routed that Triari. Alright. I'm gonna send another Libyan spear out here to punish these Samnite gladiators. We got some war dogs moving through over here. There's a Principe here. Let's recharge this legionary cohort real quick. Didn't do as much damage as I would have liked, but it certainly weakened them considerably. The post-Marian units are a lot more potent. Alright, there we go. Let's back over here. Let's recharge this legionary cohort again. There we go. That kind of got a chain route started over here. I'm not playing this battle very beautifully, but I'm playing it and I'm having fun with it just because I can. A lot of units to run down. It's a war dog unit attacking me here. This is a regroup Triari. Attack it. I'm gonna go run down some of these light auxilia, which is just a skirmisher unit, and then I need to get some of these units back here. Let my slingers stand off with them. The cav auxilia over here. That elephant is still like berserking around there. That's awesome. Take 2 units over here, crush the artillery piece. Go help out right here. Well, Romans, you were wanting to skirmish. Where are you at now? All you wanted to do was skirmish, and now no one's interested. Just all running away. I think those units are trying to get off the battlefield, so I'm going to go chase them down with Hannibal. Equites, yeah. AI is basically just running off. Velites out there, so I'm going to go get them. The War Dog unit still standing here that I'm not really sure why. We're going to crush this Onager unit. And then there's a couple Scorpions and some more units over here. They're actually getting peppered by Slingers right now. So let's go deal some death to all these units. I don't know if we're going to catch these units. Nope, they're going to hit the edge of the battlefield. Only thing left is a cavalry auxilia back here for the Romans, which is fighting my berserking elephants. And it finally killed one. But not before taking quite a few losses. Look at all the Roman cavalry dead around. Well, no one ever accused the Romans of being smart.
Enemy cowards, run! Drive them from the battlefield!
Alright, let's... Are they all just gonna flee now? I think they are. I'll try and intercept with my slingers, but I don't think I can. Yeah, they're all just gonna try and flee now. Alright, use your horn there, Hannibal. Stay behind. Hopefully we don't get RNG'd, because Hannibal is fighting right here. There's an armored bodyguard, so should be alright. There we go. So the Julii defeated, even with Heir just throwing his units around like they're going out of style. You can tell that they don't have much left. I should have been a lot more effective with my elephants. If you just wait for an infantry engagement, your elephants will mop up an entire army. I was being kind of silly with them, and it's fine. We'll merge them up and have one more little elephant parade before it's all said and done. I have enough troops, like, yeah, we took some damage, but I have enough troops to... I could siege them. Probably will, in fact. Just maintain the siege. I've got additional troops here with Juba. The Romans have another settlement over here, though, too, that I'd like to go put pressure on. Okay, there we go. And I've actually got a commander there, too. Wonder if that was the coming of age. Yep, should be. Yeah, he came of age right there with Juba. Assassination mission success. That was the last turn, I believe. Latium. It won't even let me attempt... Oh, because we haven't ended a turn yet. It's like, how come it won't let me attempt to assassinate him? Well, Heir, you gotta end your turn. You know? I love all the broken Roman fleets just like floating around the Mediterranean here. Like just shattered basically, but they can't go anywhere. There's a Macedonian fleet here. This fleet's absolute boss. Like they have survived so many battles, so I'm gonna risk it. We won and sunk one of the Macedonian ships in the process. Yeah, that fleet is absolutely baller. I mean, they have been owning. So speaking of owning, let's get some buildings queued up for our mother city of Carthage. Let's get a foundry going. And at Lily Biome, I mean, let's go ahead and get the farms, make some more cash. I think public baths will be good at Carolus. Now that we've got some recruiting set up, Palma, go with farms. Syracuse, farms. Got enough money to spend on these huge building projects, so might as well. And the farms just help me make even more money. Got a city upgrade there. Let's see. This is pretty close to the front line, so I'd like to have Libyan spears there. Cyrene. Roton. Tingy. Tingy has a history of being upset, so I'm going to give them another temple. Lycia. Cordoba. Alright, Tarentum. We've got a lot of big building projects going on. We have a lot of settlements. I have to go through 40-something different settlements. Make all this happen. At Rome, get our temple to Baal stood up. Thebes. East HQ. And a bigger temple at Corinth, which is pretty upset. Had some rioting there. The Greeks are standing outside my settlement, but, I mean, they're not any real threat to us. Pretty large Macedonian army, though, again, like, them trying to get through the walls in melee is not going to go well for them. That's been proven already, so with stone walls, we are safe from any Macedonian sieges because they absolutely suck in melee up on the wall. There's literally nothing they can do to get past our troops, so they are not really any type of threat to me whatsoever. I've got the Libyan spears and round shields that I transferred over here. They're not entirely retrained, but it's close enough. I'm gonna get out here and kill these rebels, just in case they try to kill my family member. Quick save it. And we'll head back and retrain. So rebels outside of Sirte have been killed. And I don't see any other rebel. There is this rebel stack that I just can't get to. And a rebel stack here. Rather small one outside of Lamonum. I mean, I can probably deal with them. But I'm not really all that worried about them right now, to be honest. Fairly close to growth at Trier. Trier, however you say that. Let's see. Patavium. Banum. Don't need the extra assassin at this point. Let's just get a couple of decent infantrymen as a garrison. And Rome. Okay, now we're ready to end the turn. Should have my pointy infantry ready soon in Egypt. So funny how the Seleucids like so easily offered up their protectorship themselves to be my protectorate. They seem like they're doing fairly well. Usually the Seleucids are extinct by this point, so I have to give them credit, like credit where credit's due. They're alive and doing rather well, all things considered. Nope. I think we lost an assassin there.
Assassin ready.
Did they go in? Yo, they went into the settlement. We did not lose an assassin. Okay. So all of our attempts failed. That's okay. We'll try again. I ain't scared to keep trying. Let's see, the army at Capua really can probably get prepared to move along. Maybe go hit the Macedonians here. Yeah, Capua should be fine. Got a few governors left behind here. I don't need that assassin at Rome. I'll just put a little bit of a decent garrison there. We got the Romans under siege at Arretium and Segestica, which doesn't even have stone walls. Show you just how much the Romans have been trying. I guess this is where they were recruiting all their troops because it's still just a large city. rather than actually being a sizable settlement. And I could take this army to fight Macedon. It's pretty ill-equipped to fight Macedon. Would do much better with pony infantry, which I don't know that we can recruit from either one of these settlements. I am recruiting some here. I was recruiting Libyans, my bad. Yeah, this army may do okay because we have enough slingers to jack up a Macedonian phalanx, but I don't know. Like, I would still rather have my own phalanx units to be able to busy them head on while we were working on other things. More Roman ships wrecked.
Prepare to engage! We are supreme! Aye, great lord. Aye, my lord.
What can we replenish here? Get this army into port. Or this navy, I should say. Retrain.
Ships ready.
Am retrained here.
Prepare to engage. We are
I love how many times I defeat these Roman fleets and they still just stay afloat and sail around with like 2 guys alive. That's alright, at least we're defeating them, keeping them defeated. Let's see how we're doing down here in Egypt. Alexandria is still pretty pissed off. Understandable. Some solid infantry we can recruit here. I'm gonna have to keep recruiting some infantry. Alexandria is at risk. At Thebes. Go ahead and get this infantry into that stack. I haven't seen a whole lot of phalanx infantry from Egypt yet. I feel somewhat confident that 2 would be enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and take this army on the march. Head over here to Petra. I'm going to keep this army near Alexandria for the moment. Because I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen there with the rioting. Let's see, a lot of Macedonians getting put together outside of Athens. But Macedon's about to be facing another threat. We're going to be invading them. Got a couple of armies set to do so. I'm going to come to this bridge. Wait on some pointy infantry to reinforce me. Looks like I'm training some at Rome. Yeah, things are looking really good. Assassin misses target. We have a suitable husband. Marriage celebrations at Carthage. I could use some extra governors in Italy. I think when these ships retrain, I'll come down here and transport some more governors to Italy. Send some Carthaginians up to look after their new holdings. And mark all messages as read. And in this turn, we need to retrain that army at Sirte. I love how the AI has like 15 different stacks outside of Palmyra there instead of just like consolidating into one maybe actually effective army. Some of you hate how in the newer Total Wars you have to have a general to have an army. That is why, right there, it prevents the AI from said nonsense. Are they like hoping to bribe me there, maybe? Alright, suitable husband. Marriage celebration. Also at Carthage, so it's a good thing we got the boats here because we're going to have all of our governors for Italy standing by. So let's get back to Carthage, get ready to transport. Let's go to Sirte and retrain our anti-rebellion force. I'm not seeing any active rebellions in Africa at the moment. Good news. Good news indeed. Right, Trier is growing nicely.
Mighty general.
Wait on some. I'm gonna send these 2 Libyans into Ariminum and pull any infantry in. Gonna need more. Got our sieges underway, so the Julii are trapped. Our army here is definitely ready to invade Macedon, so I'm going to send it to do that. So, Corinth is unhappy still, but getting better. Getting better. Good news. A lot of enemy stacks around, but we are quite safe. Alexandria suffered some rioting. Not a huge deal.
Sire. Sire. Orders?
Let's merge up those mercenary troops. Ha, we had some rebels pop up the minute we walked away down here. How convenient. I'll just train some cavalry behind that. We'll get rid of them. Petra. Alright, we've got that army standby just to see what happens with Alexandria because it is really rabidly upset. Let's see, Thapsus. Carthago Nova. Do you have any settlements? No. Okay, alright, good. Jurica. Mantia. Nepte. Narbo. Dockyard at Narbo. Not that we really have too much naval threat left, but... Oh, we got the recruiting structures we needed. Let's see what my city, Memphis. And Capua. Alright, there we go. Messages is read, and we're ready to end another one. Idle resource. We got a diplomat out here. Let's do some scouting down through here on Macedon.
Yes, mighty lord.
Okay, we got a decent handle on what's going on with Macedon. Nothing up here in the mountains.
Set sail. Yes, mighty lord. Set sail. Ready to sail.
Okie dokie.
Set sail.
Oh, this is the fleet I was training up here.
Ships ready.
Now I got 5 triremes.
Ready to sail.
I'd like to have some more. Alright. That'll help us keep the Britons at bay. Speaking of Britons, they landed an army up here, so we'll keep an eye on it. Nothing I'm terribly worried about.
Mighty general. My liege. Forward. Sire. My liege. Orders?
Oh, I can't merge these 2 units.
Sire. Mighty general.
Because one is already full.
Orders?
I'll just take the one that isn't full back and retrain it over here, and we'll just swap it out. There we go. So that should be good. Otherwise, like, we're just continuing our moves. I've got people sieged. We've checked out the building situation everywhere that we can. It's that Macedonian diplomat. I forgot to try and assassinate him. It's like, hey, how about a ceasefire? And I'm like, hey, no. Again, you shouldn't have attacked me. You should have allied. Look at what the Seleucids did. You notice how the Seleucids are still alive? Notice how the Seleucids aren't facing down massive stacks of Carthaginians? Take a lesson, you know? Get with the times. See who the new power is, right? It's not you. It's not your buddies. It's me. So, gotta saddle up or get beat down. I mean, take your pick. I think I know what your pick is, because you declared war when you shouldn't have. Alright, so... Let's see, we are ready to move.
Attack!
Jestika.
Sire!
Got another plenty infantry to put into this army. I'd like to have just a little bit more fighting against Greek factions. Ariminum is kind of mad.
Mighty general!
Might as well just take a couple of these and put them down here to help with the garrison. I don't know why they're so pissed off here. Let's look at their tax rates. Put on a low tax rate and calm them down. Not exactly worried about money at the moment anyway. Go
Assassin ready.
check out this mission. Kill diplomats. The in Latium? Oh yeah, there he is. I think we lost our assassin slain by bodyguards. Yep. Alright, so Siwa grew. That's good news. Build that up. And let's try some more assassinating.
Who shall die this day?
Okay, we did not succeed there.
Who shall die this day?
A very low chance here. But we'll take those chances and see what we get. Always up for a challenge. Romans all sieged in. Let's retrain this cavalry. It's good stuff. Get this cavalry in here at Trier. We could go ahead and move against the Germanians here too, and try and take some of this army. I could leave my general at Alesia to help garrison, and maybe take some forces to Trier. Yeah, Alesia is staying quite happy, so let's take a decent garrison over to hold, and then we can keep holding here, and I'll just start training some replacements as needed. Get those in there. And Petra should be in our sights here. Get some siege equipment set up. It is a walled settlement. And Alexandria has the plague. Well, there'll be less people there who are getting upset at us now that they're having to deal with the plague, so sucks for them, but they might should have considered that when they were rioting. Now I've got rebels all the way up and down. I'm gonna head over here and kill rebels with this army that's otherwise not doing anything at the moment. Let's see, our idle resources. Yeah, this fleet's fine. Go ahead and take out that Britain fleet. Do some retraining here. Alright, so our Navy getting its first combat action there. We should be able to invade the British Isles here soon enough. There's a rebel stack over here.
Sire! Mighty general. Attack! Glorious victory! Mighty general.
Here they don't kill off my general.
The enemy. Glorious victory!
Caused them a lot more losses than they should have, but that's okay. They are dealt with. Don't put up with those rebel scum. Except for these ones, because I'm way too lazy to march out there and get them. Heir's very consistent, folks. Very consistent. Alright, here we go. I'm excited to fight Macedon some more, so I'm glad I have some troops headed their way. I'm not crazy about siege battles in this game. Like, even though they're maybe a little more in-depth in some ways than the ones in Warhammer, because the maps are bigger and stuff, but I'm still not a big fan of siege battles in this game. Like, they're not great. Like, they're pretty meh. It takes a long time to siege. Pathfinding's terrible. It takes a long time to starve a town out, which is probably okay. You know, so that it doesn't make it way too easy to starve places out. But, you know, all I'm saying is, like, I don't know, it's not that great. People like to rag Warhammer's Siege, and rightfully so, because it's also not great, but I don't really know that this is a whole lot better, if any. I mean, at least the pathfinding works better in Warhammer. So we've got that siege set up. Let's see, our army at Corinth. Auto-merge these Sacred Band again. 60, okay, so we have fewer Sacred Band units. But they're all at full strength, and then I've got plenty of Pony Infantry to back them up. Pony Infantry, again, not nearly as potent as that of the Sacred Band, but in its own right, a solid infantry unit. Let's see. Got those sieges going. Let's check.
Who shall die this day?
Not that diplomats. Diplomat in the city. That's not the one I'm interested in, though. This Macedonian one is the one I want dead. But it's not likely that we're going to succeed. It is, in fact, rather unlikely. But, like I said, we'll take our chances. If we don't try, then we certainly won't succeed. Got my boat full of governors on the way. My other boats right here. Break this little wannabe Roman blockade.
The sea is yours, great lord. Ready to sail. Aye, my lord.
We don't have to retrain a ship. Another little wannabe Roman blockade down here.
Prepare to engage. The sea is yours, great lord. Aye, great lord. Prepare to engage.
Romans aren't good for much, but they make excellent naval practice for my fleets. Let's see, we got a suitable husband. Let us accept. Watch him be in Carthage. And I just had the boat leave. Yeah, he is. Oh well. Your ship will come. Just not today. Ooh, Trier expanded. Freer. And Croton has expanded. Let's begin the building of the Royal Palace. And Demeti, same thing. Let's begin the building of the Royal Palace. And let's mark all the rest of these as red. And let me take care of the rest of these while we're at it. Stone walls would be good. They could use some recruiting there, potentially. I mean, not super likely, but potentially. So best to be prepared. And let's see here. Dockyard could be good there. Siwa, we are expanding. We can expand at Patavium. Must not have noticed that earlier. And Alexandria. Keep working on public order there. Corinth. Temple in place. We can retrain and train new Sacred Band. Idle resource. My army is waiting for Pony infantry, so
Move out.
actually fine. Juba is sieging, so that's fine. Hannibal sieging, so also good. What do you want, rebels?
Victory is ours, mighty one.
I want you dead. That's what I want.
Engage the enemy.
Oh, my general in this army must have died.
Ours, mighty one. Orders?
Unfortunate.
Victory is ours, mighty one. Prepare for battle.
Yeah, he must have died. That stinks. I'm sure we'll see it if it's a thing, so let's go ahead and end the turn, but yeah, we don't need to worry about those guys. What did we end up with here? Merge armies. Oh, I didn't leave Trier yet, or Trier. Let's just leave my guys outside of there. It should be okay. Ooh, Macedonian reinforcements. Bring it on, Macedon. Let's fight. Especially if I don't have to fight inside a settlement. I may give them a chance to attack me on the next turn and try and free themselves up. Germania is going to beg for peace.
Let us now talk reasonably.
Nope.
Until next time.
Reasonable talk time is over. The time for talking has ended. Time for action is here. I'm gonna take this army.
Orders? Sire.
Stand right outside my settlement here. There are some mercenaries should I decide I need them. I don't really think I need them too terribly much at the moment though. I just can't recruit any better troops here. Is it because I can? Yeah, I can build, but haven't. Let's go ahead and drop back into the settlement then, and Elysia. I don't really want Sacred Band in this army up to the north, but some Libyan spears would be just fine for facing the Iceni.
Orders?
This army can now
Sire.
move on.
Sire.
Let's try here really that unhappy. Whatever, they're just gonna have to deal.
My liege.
Just deal with it.
Begin the siege.
Get the Germanians under siege. Alright, so we are definitely set to do some expansions. A bunch of German troops there. So hopefully that'll turn into a fight. Get the Romans all pinned up.
Orders.
Really no reason why we couldn't go after them, but why? Like, I'll just make them do the dirty work. I don't really have any need to. So hopefully we might get a few riots here. Death stalks the land, citizens killed, soldiers killed. I don't know what happened to the... What happened to our character out in Egypt? He died. I must have just missed it on a different turn end. All there is to it, I guess. Right. Rebel stack, be gone.
Victory. Engage the enemy.
There we go.
Victory. Sire.
Rebel stack dead. I'm gonna move back up here so that we can retrain this army. Petra, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 settlements under siege. So we're about to get most of the way to our victory conditions. Yeah, Juba and Hannibal are still
Yes.
moving around. Got an inactive fleet here.
Aye, my lord.
These fleets are really okay for the most part, though. I'm just kind of keeping them in case we need to move some key units around. Alright, my generals have arrived in Italy, or my governors, I should say. We'll spread them out to any settlement that needs a governor, and there should be some soon that will need it, and we can head back to Carthage and pick up that other guy as well. Try and spread these governors all around the land, so that we'll have, you know, everything well controlled. Let's see what we get here. Death stalks the land, rioting at Trier and Patavium. Patavium is so close to, like, sizing up. They need to just hang in there. They're still, yeah, I mean, if you're still gonna riot, I'm gonna just go ahead and leave your tax rate up. Sucks to be you. Remanum.
Sire.
2 more pony infantry for that army. How many do we have in this army now? 5? 1 more would probably be perfect. Another one. Macedon did not attack me up here. Keep giving them the opportunity. I'd really rather fight that on open ground. Oh man, I can't train these troops up here, so I'm gonna need to send this unit up here to do some merging. Alright, I got Libyans being trained. Take our fleet and attack the Britain's navy. Just kind of keep hurting them. Hopefully run them out of money. Alright. Got our foundry in Carthage, so I'm going to be able to really put some pretty serious upgrades to all these troops. Get the merchant quarter. Grand Bazaar. Or actually, let's put in this secret police network. Nova. Lepsis. We can upgrade Massilia. Alright, here we go. I tend to kind of just build like public order focused buildings, you know, like as a default, but obviously probably times where I could be a little more aggressive on putting in buildings that will increase my income, but I mean, I'm stacked with income right now, so we're fine. Like, I'm not particularly worried about income. Home. Keep the squalor down. Some roads. Alright. And let's see.
Ready to sail! Off the boat! Mighty lord! I great lord! Make ready for combat! Victory!
Sail back to Carthage.
Set sail! Ready to sail! Prepare to engage!
Alright, sunk another Roman fleet.
Great lord! Ready to sail!
Heard another one.
Engage!
Got a Macedonian fleet nearby here.
Prepare to engage!
Sunk 2 more. They're, oh, that's all of them. They're sunk.
Great lord!
Get wrecked.
Ready! Set sail!
Macedonian Navy hasn't really given me all that many problems. Repair our buildings there, retrain these troops. Whoops, they were already retraining. My bad.
My liege!
Waiting on our 1 more 20 infantry. Let's see here. Waiting on them to get there. Petra. So they've got the plague now at Petra too. Great. Everybody's plaguing it.
Forward!
Alexandria is no longer plaguing. On the next turn we can move this army in and take care of business. Oh! Heir, like, full-on rebelled. That sucks. But I can't say I'm terribly surprised. Oh, good. Here we go. Get a big fight against the Germans here. Love me a good fight. What do we got here? The faction Heir. Some Screeching Women, Spear Warband, Axemen. And then the reinforcements where they've got some Chosen Archer Warband. Those are some solid archers right there. And then some Knight Raiders. Yeah, Chosen Archer Warband are well armored. I believe they have long-range missiles. Some pretty excellent archers overall. But, you know, I'm not worried that one unit of them is going to deprive me of whatever advantage that we hold here, which is significant. Let's get all of our infantry put together. Libyan spears on the outside. Iberians on the inside. There we go. Alright, that should work.
Units! Move at the double!
Gonna roll these skirmishers on one of my flanks. Put my general in a relatively safe position. Put some cav on one flank and the rest on another.
Move at the double! Units!
Okay. Start the battle.
The enemy have brought up more men. Send them to the afterlife.
I will, thank you. That's an excellent idea. A Sacred Band are going to give the Germans an education in the Carthaginian school of phalanx-induced pain and suffering. It's an education they won't soon forget. Okay, I'm gonna move my phalanx forward, deny my flank to their own, push some skirmishers out here. That Axeman unit, I should be able to just take him head on. Okay. barbarian chosen warlord over there. I have to watch my step. Alright, everything's going swimmingly. Send in some additional help over here. Getting some nice javelin tosses into that spear warband. Get after these screeching women here. The main Germanian line is mostly collapsed. Some screeching women holding out over here. Gonna get into this chosen warlord, just routed a spear warband. There we go.
The enemy general has been killed and his men lose heart.
Get into these war dogs. In fact, I'm gonna crunch these war dogs from every direction. Alright, so we have pretty much crushed Germans in this battle. Run down some of their fleeing troops. Move my sacred band into position. I keep playing a mop-up game here. That chosen archer warband's like threatening like they want to charge me in melee. I'm more than happy. If they think that I don't want to get into melee with them, then they're wrong. Way up with my sacred band. Okay.
The gods smile upon you today. The enemy general has been killed and he...
All right. Better troops. And we did better. Pretty simple formula there. Better army equals win. The Germans just had nowhere to gain an advantage on us. Like, they didn't have an advantage in light, like the flank infantry fights. They didn't have an advantage in the center. Didn't have an advantage with cavalry. Didn't have an advantage with range. So they just got crushed. Pretty straight formula outcome there. There we go. Becomes an utter slaughter of the German troops. And that is going to be a good episode for us to end with. We are on the cusp here of taking multiple settlements, though now we have to retake Heir, which is unfortunate for us, but we managed to gain the next settlement. And we are going to enslave the populace here. Send them out. Britannia probably asking for peace again.
Let us end the bloodshed until next time.
Not gonna happen. At this point, it's Heir versus the world, and I need territory in order to win. Radium's down to 2 turns, 1 turn at Segesta. The Macedonians should attack me at Segestica, but won't because they're considerably weaker than my force. I got 1 more turn here at Patavium until we complete that. So I think I'm going to call it here. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I will be back with some more soon. Heir of Carthage, signing out.